But I was thinking about the prayer, part of the Lord's Prayer, of thy kingdom come, thy will be done. It says on this earth, but I say on this city, that it will be as things are in heaven. And we say that so casually. We say that prayer without a belief system in us. And it has stirred me up. Why would Jesus tell us to pray that if he wasn't willing to see it fulfilled? The thing with YWAM that some of you may not know is they commend you. And so we went to our elders that were over us at that time and asked them, shared the vision of starting and pioneering YWAM San Francisco. They were great about commending us. They laid hands on us. They gathered people around. They prayed, and we went out and with our own checkbook. You don't have a benefactor over here all set up that gives you funds for you to get. So the best and greatest thing about that is faith. If you've heard God and you're ready to move out, you're saying at the same time, well, where you guide, you need to provide. And so we had that. So in pioneering, and for us anyway, it kind of came in waves. And there was some sidetrack things that came along, which is generally either of the devil or it is God also. He was bringing us into a place of more maturity for what faced us, which was this city. So the first thing in our pioneering was praying and worshiping for months, probably years, thinking about this city. We felt the city was broken in many places spiritually, and we had hoped and prayed that we could participate in some way. Just this silly little couple that was driving around on a motorcycle in this city for many months before anything actually started. But it was, I think, our prayer life. It was hearing the cry of the city itself and following what God had given us, promises, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So when we finally began to establish YWAM San Francisco, the Lord spoke very specifically to me about prayer. Here's the tears. The Lord said, I want you to walk and pray the circumference of this entire city. I want you to hem it in with my spirit. I want you to do that all by yourself. Now, you can't do that in just one day. So I would park my car, walk, take a bus back to my car, come a different day, pick up, walk. But after that happened, things began to break through, so I knew that God really wants us to humbly come before him and pray about any new effort. Anything we're to do, everything precedes that with prayer. I think that's kind of it, is the faith, the prayer, the knowing that you're hearing God, that you're willing to take the risk to move out without all your ducks lined up, and wait on God. There were times when we were tempted to go and claim resources somewhere else to help us, and yet then God came back and said, no, you just wait upon me. I will build this ministry in my timing. And look, you're all here. You look at this building. You look at the predecessors that kept this ministry going. It wasn't gonna die. And that was what is God's favor upon this. So I hope today, of all you'll hear and all the wonderful things, you will go away with that prayer, with a new belief that Jesus would not have told us to pray that way if he isn't willing to fulfill it. So it really is, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, in this city, as if it is in heaven. He said it. That is how we're to pray. So let's keep that in mind as we go forth in all our lives, whether the marketplace or nursing or whatever our position is, that we go with that prayer, that we go and do those kinds of things before us. So I thank you very much.